flies, though. They're attracted to the scent of sap flowers.
Thanks, Marius. That's...
This game. I've been a little tired. And depressed.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature. Night falls, the ache subsists. We can speak more easily. The bare, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you? Wilt then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it. Violets and the stars. We wish for both. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it? Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
Alright, sorry about that. Allergies are bothering me.
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
Looks like there's a note.
And you think killing him would mean anything to me? Wow. You're all pathetic. You all actually thought that would mean something to me. How adorable.
Something doesn't feel right here. Here? Never has.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
Okay,
Of course. Don't let me keep you. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwine's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwine's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
let's go forth.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
An Eagwolf's death won't help matters.
Survival dictates you remove a threat as soon as it makes itself known. That's exactly what you did.
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Taking in the slack is one thing. They look ready to strangle each other with it.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
So they do mean us harm.
Funny. Keep joking when the envoy starts sprouting mushrooms and attacking everyone.
Easy, Marius. Whatever this is, I don't think he has the Dream Scourge.
Well, you can't fault me for being thorough.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Okay, let's see.
The Living Lands is an odd place, period.
But so are the Animancers.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island. Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? Just wait till you meet the Animancers. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the Living Lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald
All right,
Stair,
how about that?
there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me
Don't
that I
care
never
about
got
your
around to
personal
picking up.
struggles. Shut up.
But since we'll be in Emerald Stair, better late than never. Can't give him a reason to go haunting me, right?
So you're planning on straying from the roads, huh? That changes a few things.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. I look forward to hearing what you think the word easy means.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit.
I have, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
Hug a dwarf.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule. By the way, I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
What Orlin girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks, with the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
Okay.
You thought we had a past or something, but I'd never seen her before.
Would you be a dear and help with these formlings?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's give her a hand.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way. Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Sansa? Absolutely not. Cute as a button, but he's so high-strung. I pursue my own academic interests. Interests that require the vase in the ruins. And a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now. Oh, you're a tad creepy, you know that? I like it. I'm happy to tell you about the Animancers. Fetch me the artifact, and we can chat. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
God, everything hurts. Thank God you're not joining the party. I'm not a fan of these creatures. My goodness, they just especially that new one.
Right behind you.
Just like the good old days.
Look, I'm sorry, but I already hate elves. It's just so boring. Dwarves are just dumb. I hate dwarves. What the hell?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Why is it somehow worse when the Revenants aren't trying to kill you?
Oh, like, what the hell? Okay, what the hell is happening? Do I have it?
This one's mine. Come and get me. New weapon. That it?
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in
I
return
don't see what's the problem.
the smile of the harvest.
What do you mean? That's what you said afraid. We only have so much to go around.
You showed up at a bad time.
Not a fan of this game, if I'm being honest.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Can I... Where?
Why didn't you show me what you have? What is this, a dagger?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your...
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just... we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in...
Bitch, I am the envoy. You will show me respect or I will leave this stupid entire place. I will leave this fucking island and let everyone die.
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
We can't lose our heads over some half-cocked speculation.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. It's nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement. All of the above. I have a lot of forgetting to do. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog.
That's why I love the dead.
We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
The dead don't bicker like this.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Ado!
As I had planned. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction. But our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. Most of us would be better off without tyrannical bureaucrats. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Straight to business then. I can respect that. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping. Godlike.
Wait, I had others?
Ike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Look, the governor is dumb. He is ignoring the problem.
This place could use a broom or two. Maybe a team of carpenters.
It's fair.
The great mystery is, are godlike magic?
Remy, look what I found.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
I'm going to hit her.
Gossip is an important part of scholarly research. It's the only way to stay ahead of the competition.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal? What a novel idea. But no, I don't really see the appeal.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I would like to come back as a tyrant and end all of you in the next life. That's what I want.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
No. Fucking excuse you?
It's a simple question. You have a fragment of a god. All we have are silent, unsympathetic gods. And a lifetime of
No. Fucking How dare you say, oh, you were touched by the god. You should give all of us something. Fuck you. I was born to be your fucking savior.
Weren't you?
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Well, there's no reason to be rude. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giata wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giata will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Hello, how are you?
Trust in animancy to always find the most complicated way around a problem.
It would have to be a very ancient pillar. Giata would know the details. Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit.
God,
Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Damn you, recipient. Why can't I be evil? Why can I not just swing my axe? This is stupid.
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display? As you can see, This is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs in the streets of Yor. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Yes, quickly and mercifully if you can. Silvo is one of my revenants, my oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And...
well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
when a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. Just be...
So, we're killing a revenant and she just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Done.
Another glorious battle.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. But how to find something so well hidden? Can something so metaphysical, not to get too superstitious, but indeed, toward what end? Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Seven in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this?
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong comes from using animals.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub. Ado.
Founded Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. What a question! If I were to answer in full, we'd be here for several decades. In short, we Animancers study essence, soul matter, if you will. Nearly everything has some essence, including you and I. Here in Emerald Stair, we use essence to enhance the crops, power our machines, even animate corpses. That is a preliminary explanation, but one that should serve, I hope. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Copper allows greater power modulation through shaping, but Adra has the potential to store more essence. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so If you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful, Emerald.
Well, let's go. That Otragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Ado,
I need
welcome
a
to my
heart.
fine establishment.
You two can keep your conversation to your damn self. I ain't doing that.
Oh, it's you.
I have a question, and it's really important. How was Fallout New Vegas so successful? Yet every single game that Obsidian has put out
Arms up!
was
On your left! Go!
And in my opinion, I need answers.
Another win, but who's counting?
Wait, that space game? My god, that was a pain. That was physically draining. Being honest, this game is physically and mentally draining.
Nice job, everyone. Hurry, Envoy. Those revenants are definitely going this way. We're on your right. Watch your left.
I might max out this. Because what the fuck up.
And raw! Here we go! See!
Part of me loves nature to reclaim these ruins. Another part thinks nature needs to calm itself.
Then raw! Show me what you got! Then raw! Then raw! Come and get it.
Trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step.
Oh, no, no! Then raw!
Look at that. After you, envoy.
Take your best shot.
Okay, I like this one.
Here we go! Right flank! On the right!
Think the Delimgon did all that? Or maybe they landed some.
Here we go!
I was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, leveled up. Get this to 3.
A welcome visitor. It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove. I mean one from the land, your kind. But why have you come here? A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here. Our kind has no need for such remembrances. It would cause us no pain to part with it. But wait. No. No. So many dead. So many of my kin are dead by your hand.
All right. Hear me out. was your point?
Take your best shot. Here they come.
Sure, feel bad. You know what? I killed her people. People never attacked me. Why would I have to kill them?
On your right. Help. Then roll. Seek.
I owe you one. Glad that's over.
Ooh, that was good. That was it. So we need to go stock up on more health potions for this.
Let's go.
Ooh, a fine sword.
High ground. The ruin's natural defenses.
I swear these grand shipments keep getting smaller and smaller.
Oh no, you don't! Coming from your right!
Alright, I think I'm going to end here. Thank you all for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see all of you